Alright, hey YouTubers. So I'm about to shoot some blue paint on this thing. Kind of fighting the clock here. It got pretty cold today. I've got it at 62 degrees in the garage, which 60 is about as low as I'm willing to paint anything. I've got my little heater on. I haven't pulled the diesel turbine heater out because it's not that cold yet. I've got everything wet sanded with 400 grit. I wiped everything down with warm water with a little bit of Dawn dish soap in it to kill any grease. Then I took some clean microfiber towels and spray away glass cleaner and wiped all that down. Then I went over it with paper towels and wax and grease remover and wiped all that down to make sure my surface is as clean and clear as I can get it. I really wanted to get the hatch off, and I do not have the strength to both unbolt, hold it up, and try and lift it off the car. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit more strategic about how I'm gonna paint it. I'm probably gonna spend like a full day with that double-aught steel wool and razor blade cleaning all the glass, but this will be my first complete paint job. I've done just burn-ins and panel paint up to this point. I'm probably gonna make a few mistakes, but life's a learning process, and in general, life's just a project. Make the best of what you can with what you got. Once I get all the paint done, I'm gonna obviously reassemble it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the carpet in, but not completely down. I'm gonna put the driver's seat in it. I've got 2 wires left to connect for the ignition switch and the fuel pump. And made, cut, and welded underneath the car. Obviously put some gas in it, and I should be able to fire it up and let it move on its own power. Hopefully within the next month or 2 I can make it happen. Anywho, clock's ticking. Appreciate y'all checking in on me. Keep on subscribing, throw some likes this way. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the video where I started with the paint gun. I didn't quite get enough paint in right here. I need to get more up in here. You can see the sand scratches. Pretty significant. It's got a few fish eyes, you can see right here. Those are fish eyes, means I didn't get all the oil or grease off the panel, so the paint didn't have anything to adhere to. We'll come down, it's still a little thin, but this is the first coat, so we're all right. Come down, you can still see sand scratches on the cowl, which will look terrible if I leave them. Because you'll look through the clear coat, you'll still see them. Coming down the driver's side door. And somehow or another, I got 1 run, 2 runs, and a big one right here. Come across the back. Now we're on the passenger rear quarter panel. It actually looks pretty good for the first coat. Look across the roof. I'm still a little bit tiger stripey, but on the second coat, I'll change direction with my gun going this way, and then the third coat, I'll come back this way, and it'll clear all that up. You won't see those tiger stripes. More sanding scratches, I can see plain as day across the brow. Let's come back out. Here's the passenger door. It's a little thin right here. And I still have to do the inside jambs. I probably should have done them first, but I'm still kind of learning on this stuff too. Still kind of thin right here. Come up top. Whole lot more sanding scratches.
Come across the front. There's some kind of imperfection right here. I'll sand with that 1500 grit to get it a little bit smoother. The grill here is going to be black, so I'll have to mask off real good all the way around it with some tape, and then drape pretty much the whole rest of the car to do the grill. I could have done it first, but I couldn't decide if I wanted it gloss black or flat black. Come back around. Still need a little bit more paint up to here on the second coat. We're back where we started. Over to the hood. This is the second coat on the hood. And this is without clear. I have not shot clear on anything yet. I had to fill in right here, and you can see it plain as day. But once I sand that out and put the third coat on, it shouldn't be noticeable. I've got a few of those where there was some trash in the sealer underneath that I thought I sanded out, but when I put the paint on top, you can see it. So there's another one. If I were to put clear coat on top of that, you'd see that. And then, I don't know, these are like giant fish eyes. And I didn't think I went down to the bare metal, but I can't tell, so I'm gonna let the paint dry enough and sand this spot down and see what's going on. I may have to mask off a little piece, prime it, wet sand it, and then burn all that together. And then right here I'm not worried about, because there's a scoop. This big old hole, there's a scoop that sits on top of it. That's everything I've got painted blue tonight. I really do appreciate y'all watching. No matter how many times life kicks you in the balls, get back up and accomplish some dreams.